don't know what the core is made up of in terms of its muscles, well, what are the roles or the functions of the core? And there are several. So the first one would be like what I would call on-the-job tasks. So things as simple as picking something up off the ground, pushing something around, even sitting, which we now do a lot of these days. All to do that well and to minimise the load on particularly your lower back requires a really good core. Same with things such as housework or garden work. Any tasks such as digging, lifting, pushing, pulling, all of those sorts of activities, to do them well and in a safe way for your lower back, you need a good core. Then we've got things such as sporting activities or any sort of exercise, whether you're playing tennis or running or cycling or rowing or anything that you do, all of those activities, again, require a good core. And the better your core is, then the better you tend to be at being able to do those sorts of activities. And then we've got things such as just having a healthy back. The better your core is, the more support it gives you, and the better chance that your back stays healthy as you get older. Now, two things that people may not be aware of is having good balance is a function of having a well-conditioned core. As we get older, our balance starts to deteriorate, and one of the reasons why it deteriorates is because our core starts to also deteriorate as well. We don't maintain good core strength, and as a sort of a consequence of that, our balance starts to deteriorate as well. And then finally, probably one of, if not the most important, is good posture. So good posture is a function of core strength. And again, we will spend some time in this course talking about what is good posture, how do you go about holding good posture, and how the core is involved in maintaining good posture when standing and, more importantly, when sitting. Now, there are three sort of main activities that lead to problems with particularly the lower back if your core isn't well conditioned. First is if you get your body into a position that it's not used to. And so an example of that is if I had to twist and turn to do something, either to reach for something or catch something, if that's a position that my core hasn't been used to being in, then what will happen is it won't know how to best protect my spine when I get into that position. Secondly, we find that if you get into a poor position that you're not used to, such as bending over when trying to lift something off the ground and not getting a good chest position and keeping your back flat or straight when you're doing that, can also really load up the lower back. And finally, if you have to move rapidly into or out of a particular position, so you've got to twist rapidly or turn or bend rapidly, if your core hasn't been conditioned in a way to be able to handle the speed of movement, then that can equally put quite a large load on your lower back. So again, one of the keys of good core development is to get basic conditioning through the region and then start to train it so it handles positions that it's not used to and speeds it's not used to. And if you can do that right, then you can develop a fantastic functional core that will totally protect your lower back and allow you to do all the things that you want to do in safety.